came to my attention when I was the deputy facilities engineer, not public work. And about
76,
78.
Oh, 78.
Yeah. That sound right, Dale?
80.
That could have been. It could have been. And Dale had resigned his commission as a major in the United States Air Force. He had flown B-52s from Guam, if I remember right.
Yep.
From Guam into Vietnam. I had a guy working for me that told me he had accepted a job in Alaska. And Dale was on a referral list to fill that position. And I selected him. And so he came up from California. And the day I think that he came on to Fort Lewis, or was scheduled to come on to Fort Lewis, the guy that was going to Alaska said, "Oh, I don't want to go anymore." Of course, 6 weeks later he went anyway. But anyhow, it sort of put me in a predicament. And Dale wasn't even there yet, and essentially I had to fire him. Well, I had some connection with the folks over at ForceCom Methods and Standards branch. I don't know what they did, Dale. You'd have to tell folks what they did. But anyway, I
Drew a paycheck.
Did they throw dollar bills at me? Anyway, I talked to them. They had a vacancy, same grade as what Dale would have been working for me. So I was able to arrange a situation where Dale went to work for Methods and Standards. A few years later, wasn't too many, they started up Skunk Works at Fort Lewis. And the guy that was the selecting supervisor came to me and asked me to help him with job descriptions because he didn't know how to write a job description for an engineer. And then later on, he asked me to help him with the selection. And Dale was on the list. And so that's how Dale became a skunk. And then, what, about 2 years later is when he went down to Hueneme, wasn't it?
That's right.
Yeah, and Dale spent the rest of his career at Hueneme and retired, I think, he retired at 14?
Yes.
Okay. He beat me by grade. I stayed there, he left. But then I heard Dale was coming back. He still had the house here in Olympia, and I was working for Brown and Root. And I kind of pushed a little bit to give Dale. I had a program called Dollars for Toys. For us old retired farts, you pick up a little money, you didn't feel too bad about spending it on things you've always wanted but can never afford. So I was touting my Dollars for Toys and got Dale interested in coming to work for Brown and Root. We did quite well there. He and I closed it after they launched the contract. And then we did the warranty work. But anyway, this is, let's see, no, wait a minute. Yeah, he came to Brown and Root.
Yes.
And then, when J&J contacted me, after Jeff had sent them on to me, I told the guy from Texas, I said, well, this is a two-man show. If I come to work for you, this guy's gonna do the work and I ain't gonna work full time.
Ain't that?
It worked out quite well.
Truth finally came out.
So, Dale, thank you for the years. Thank you for your service to the country. Can't think of much else, but I have been requested to tell a story.
You're kidding.
And lady, forgive me.
What was yours, boy?
Yeah.
The fellow had a circus. His lion tamer got badly mauled. So he put an ad in the paper for a substitute lion tamer. Two people came in. One, a rather attractive young lady, and the other one was an old fart like me. The lion tamer's talking to him, had them both in at the same time, and he said, now this is Bad Cat. The guy that worked him was very experienced, and he still got severely injured. And he said, I want to see both of you work the cat before I make a decision. And he said, let's let the lady go first. So she walked into the cage, the lion let out a big roar, took a swipe at her, and she had a raincoat on. She opened up her raincoat like this, and she was naked inside it. And that lion just dropped on the floor like this, flat on his belly, and belly crawled over to her and started purring and rubbing up against her and licking her, and finally he rolled over on his back so she'd scratch his stomach. And the circus owner was just blown away. He said, I've never seen anything like that before. He turned to the old man and he said, can you do that? And he said, sure, as soon as you get that lion out of there.